Could I have a refund, please? This gun doesn't seem to work.
I don't know.
Ah!
Alright, this is going to be a quick leveling guide on Moze, essentially how to level as you play through the game and explain why the skills you're buying are useful to you. And I personally believe this is probably the best way to level her. Anyway, we get right into it. So first thing you want to buy is Security Bear, and then we're never going to touch this tree again because I don't think it's that great. I don't really think it is that useful. We're going to go over to the Demolition Woman tree, and we get excuse me, we're going to get Deadlines, and we're going to get Grizzled. What Deadlines does is you get fuel returned to you whenever you kill an enemy, and your shots drain less fuel, which means your Iron Bear will last longer, and that's what you want in the early game because your Iron Bear is a beast in the early game. And then Grizzled, what this does is every time you kill an enemy, it reduces your cooldown rate on your mech, your Iron Bear, even. And you just gotta kind of buy these how you see fit, whatever one you want more. And once you've done that, you're gonna come over to this Bottomless Mags tree. Now, this does say what it says on 10 gives you Bottomless Mags, and you're gonna kind of ignore these two skills for now, especially Dakka Bear. It's kind of useless. Don't bother with it. When you want to do this, you can get Cloud of Lead. You want to max this out. It means every full shot you fire doesn't consume any ammo, and it deals bonus incendiary damage. I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, every full shot is lighting up. Looks lovely, and it's a useful skill to have because you get an extra 10% damage with that shot, and you save an ammo. Brilliant. And what you're going to do is buy Stoke the Embers. What this does is it gives you, before you buy Stoke the Embers, sorry, you want to get Redistribution. What this does is every time you score a critical hit, you restore your mag and your health for 3 seconds, which is obviously going to help because Cloud of Lead is also saving you ammo. This is now also regenerating your mag. You're going to be experiencing the name of the skill tree a little bit, Bottomless Mags. Then you want to buy Stoke the Embers. What this does is gives you bonus incendiary damage, which is obviously going to stack nicely with Cloud of Lead, and any incendiary guns you find, you're going to be doing a whole lot of damage in incendiary damage alone. And once you've done that, you can buy Scrappy now. You don't have to. You can read its bonuses, which it gives you. I'm not going to go through them. It's a very simple skill. While you're moving, you gain a bunch of buffs. And then you come over to this tree here. Now we're going to come back here and you get Fire and Skag then. What this does is it gives you bonus incendiary damage whenever you deal splash damage. Now this is going to stack nicely because you've got these incendiary buffs right here, which you get a couple with Fire and Skag then. We're not going to max it out yet because there's some other skills you want to buy. But now, now with unlocked Auto Bear and Pull the Holy Pin, you want to get these. Pull the Holy Pin, brilliant skill. Allows your grenades to do critical hit damage, 30% chance at 3rd rank, and we're going to get Auto Bear. What this does is when your Iron Bear runs out, as long as it's not destroyed, whenever you exit your Iron Bear, whenever it runs out, as long as it's not destroyed, it stays in place for 15 seconds and then charges an enemy and blows up. Lovely. And then you're going to want to just kind of buy these skills here. You can get Stainless Steel Bear, but I personally don't think it's good enough to warrant spending skill points on, so I'm not going to. You can buy Vampire. I'm just going to put 1 point into it because it's kind of useful. What this does is if you deal grenade damage or splash damage as your Iron Bear, you restore some of your health per every enemy hit. It's a very decent skill. I'm not going to put too much into it. Instead I'm going to come back to these skills and I'm going to explain them a little bit more. Means of Destruction. Whenever you deal splash damage, there's a chance you'll get a grenade added to your inventory, or you'll get the ammo refunded to you which you spent. So that's a great skill. And obviously you got next to it here you have Total Cross Promotion. Increases your splash damage. Has a chance. It means all your splash damage dealt by Moze has a chance to double in size and deals more damage. So that's a lovely skill. more splash damage. It's going to couple well with Fire and Skag then. It's going to couple well with Pull the Holy Pin. It's just going to, which is also obviously going to be boosting up these as well. And so what we're going to do is going to kind of put these however you see fit. You can also come over and buy Scrappy if you want. Now you're just kind of spending your points wherever you feel like spending them, kind of. The points which you buy, which you end up with, are going to be the same now, but you kind of get more freedom now because you've got the basics of what you need. But what we want to buy is definitely to the last now. Once you unlock it, to the last means when you're down, you can throw grenades. And if you throw a grenade before gaining that second wind, you get the grenade back. Lovely. Explosive punctuation, I don't see the need of it yet, so we're going to leave it, and instead we're going to carry on buying these skills here to unlock short fuse. What this does is 20% chance of your bullets exploding for an extra 75% damage. And obviously you have, for example, torque cross promotion here, that could double in size. So you could release a huge explosion on your target. And when you start getting your Guardian ranks, unlock this one here, Hollow Point, killing with critical hit, explosion. Bang! You're now just exploding everything. Brilliant! You can also get Why Can't I Carry These Grenades for more grenades. I don't really see the need in it, because you're already getting your refunded grenades, blah blah blah. So instead we're going to come over here, we're going to buy Scrappy. Scrappy, whenever you're moving, you get all these bonuses, you just get maxed out kinda. Russian offensive, don't bother with it. Scorching RPMs, you can bother with it. Specialist Bay, you want to get that because exploding bullets is by far the best thing to couple it. And then you're gonna buy Iron Bank. You're gonna make sure you got all these maxed out. You can get matching sets. I don't like it, but we're gonna get 1.2 anyway. You want to max out Click Click for the extra gun damage, as your magazine's empty. Iron Bank, magazine size, fairly explainable, fairly self-explanatory even, sorry. Some for the road, I'm gonna buy it. You gain infinite ammo for a few seconds after exiting your bear. It's pretty cool. You probably don't need it, but I like it. You want to max out Iron Bank now. It's kind of when you want to do that to get Forge. You constantly regenerate ammo, which is obviously going to stack with your redistribution. So now you really are going to start feeling like you do have infinite ammo. And you kind of come back over here and spend your points on maxing out these skills. I mean, you may have already maxed these out because you're just kind of buying these as you go about your skill tree. And now you can get explosive punctuation. Like I say, you can get these at any point. This is just kind of like a rough idea of when you want to be buying them. Explosive punctuation, I'm not going to max out because I don't feel like it's all that useful. Instead, actually I might max out. Yeah, you know what? We're going to come over here. We maxed out pretty much everything else, as you can see. So we're just gonna get this just for the Iron Bear cooldown. Oh, I mean, we did forget about scorching RPMs here, but that's not too big of a deal. You might want to actually max it out instead of maxing out explosive punctuation, but this is overall really the build which you want for all these explosions to couple with your incendiaries, and your shots are just going to be constantly exploding in people's faces. You can just keep lobbing the grenades. It's a really good build. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Actually, I'm also going to mention the class mod which I like to use, Circulating Blastmaster, specifically with the you definitely want one which gives you a point into redistribution. That is almost vital. And Pull the Holy Pin, again, vital. Vampire, not so vital that you get that. Honestly, you'd probably be better off with it being in something else. But because now we get 10% mag regeneration from our shots, which, you know, reinforces the whole infinite ammo thing. You can look up how to get this. I've been looking for a new one for so long, it's kind of hard to find for me. It might not be so hard to find for you. but it also gives you some excellent stats. You can pause, you can read the screen. I'm not going to go into that. I believe you are skilled enough to read. I'll quickly just pull up these on screen in case you need to pause them and level them. Thank you for watching my video.
Looks like it works to me.